Potato Man.
Potato Centauran? Is that from Pan's Labyrinth?
No, Centaurans from Doctor Who.
Yeah, they look like potato people.
They look like giant potatoes.
Oh, what am I thinking of with that one villain who, like, she's immortal, but she's, like, stretched out skin?
Oh, the last human alive.
Yeah, the last human.
Yeah, okay.
Cassandra?
That sounds
Cassandra.
right.
She's evil, and she had, like, minions spray her with, like, little mister bottles so she wouldn't dry out.
Moisturize me.
But it's essentially just, like, what she looks like then.
I love that you remember that. You watched.
Yeah, no. So when Larry and I first started dating, him and Mitch like insisted that
We had to
we're gonna rip through Doctor Who.
We're gonna give you Stockholm syndrome. You're gonna love this.
Like every day, I'd go upstairs to their apartment and we would watch Doctor Who, like a couple episodes.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time. Usually we do it hungover, so we weren't really gonna go anywhere anyways.
Right. You were a captive audience.
Yeah.
And you wanted to hang out with me too. So.
Yeah, that was.
Hey, Mitch, I think this girl's really into me, or she really likes Doctor Who. I don't know which one.
Hey, can you come downstairs and open this pickle jar?
Oh my God! One of the times when we were like still talking but not dating, and actually before anything had ever happened, Lauren definitely texted me like out of the blue. I was like upstairs and it just said, "Hey, can you come downstairs and open this pickle jar?" And I literally looked up and looked at Mitch and was like, Mitch, I think, is this a come on? Is Lauren coming on to me right now? Is this like a thing? And it turns out, no, it was just a fucking pickle jar, and I was reading way too much into it. But was I?
Wow.
I mean, I did like you, but like I don't know. I don't remember if I liked you like that when I was asking for help with the pickle jar.
But the pickle jar proved that.
Well, it was a test, really. She just wanted to see it. Like, what's your grip strength like, bro?
It's before I knew the whole like knocking it on like the side of the lid.
Oh, she has a counter now. She doesn't need you.
Yeah. Quartz, baby.
I've been replaced
by
a countertop.
You know who's not replacing you is us. This is One Star Reviews. That is the voice of Larry Simonson. I am Andrew Van, and we have Lauren Simonson in again as we review today's Universal Joint, a former garage maintenance station back in the day, but has been now a restaurant and a open concept, really cool theme. It was kind of like one of Greenville's first, right? Like doing this like retrofitted.
Yeah, they were like next to the Handlebar when it was still,
Yep.
Handlebar, right? Yeah,
There's now the Ravel and Bowling Alley. I can't remember the bowling alley's name off the top of my head. Something Pins. Stone Pins.
Stone
There
Pin.
we go.
There you go.
I've never
On
been.
stone, because it's on stone.
Oh,
I thought it was called something different now.
Oh, I can't keep up with it.
we're so old we don't go out anymore.
I went once.
I tried to like go swing dancing there again, and it's not a place you go swing dancing.
They threw
anymore.
you out. They're like, get the fuck out of here.
Get out! This is bowling now.
But it's like bowling, but the strings are attached to the pins. Bowling. It's like arcade bowling. I don't know why I'm doing my fingers like marionette puppets that no one can see but you. But I am.
Great radio.
So when you go to sleep tonight, just think of my fingers going like this, Larry.
Nope, stop it.
I'm Jeff Dunham. I do the same voice for all my puppets, but you can't barely tell as I change my inflection.
No, I don't like this.
Here's our grandpa. That's
All
really
right.
angry.
So we're doing Universal Joint. Here's a 1-star review on Universal Joint. Because as we all know, we can learn something from the 1-star reviews sometimes. Let's start off that these are positive reviews about this restaurant. But honestly, I think they were written from friends and family members. My dinner was barely eatable because the food tasted like old greasy meat. It should have been a red flag when I was the only person in the restaurant on a Friday night. Take my advice and look elsewhere for dinner. A McDonald's 99-cent burger is better. FYI, that review was from a week ago.
Whoa.
Wait, there's 816 reviews. That's a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And
they're mostly 5 stars.
They're mostly 5 stars.
This person, hey, listen, maybe it's quiet on a Friday night during COVID because there's COVID.
Yeah.
And again, I said this in the previous episode, like your review of a place should not depend on if other people are there. That doesn't affect the quality of your food. To me, a review of a place should depend on, was it enjoyable? Was it yummy? Was it good service? Like that should matter. And if you're not like, we were the only people there. Ugh, losers, 1 star. So I don't know.
Especially during COVID. Good Lord.
My fiance and I ate here on Sunday. The food made him sick. He called them and let them know, and they apologized and said they would refund any charges. After waiting a week and follow-up phone call, they refunded only $20 of a $61 bill. That doesn't even cover his meal, and he was told he would be refunded all charges. If they would have just fixed as they said, I would have no problems. I'm not sure what's the runaround in this place. Bad customer service and clearly bad food too.
Oh God, you guys, I've got one that Caleb would really enjoy.
Peace out, Caleb. Here we go.
I ordered a salad with no meat. There's an H in this, an extra H in this with, so I'm trying to pronounce it. With no meat. And I paid $9. So people have started, they've upped it because of inflation.
It's not $8 anymore,
Even though
Caleb.
there's
It's
hardly been any
$9.
inflation in the United States because of all the stuff going on. But with inflation, now the threshold is $9. And there was hardly anything on my plate. You can add chicken for $3. My husband ordered a sandwich. It was good, but nothing exceptional. We will not return here. This service was okay. All right, okay. I'll admit, this is an arugula salad with feta. She included a picture. That's not a whole lot of food for $9. I think I might be siding with this lady.
Maybe she's already eaten a couple bites of that now. You don't really know the context of this.
That's true.
If Caleb was here, not being a great dad at this point when this episode is released, he would go, "What is with you people? Oh my God, let me explain what a salad entails." Okay. So, just left, and the service was the worst I think I've ever experienced. The waitress never checked on us until we were done. She didn't refill the drinks. The sandwich we ordered was the worst, and when the waitress told us that she was there, nothing to do about it, I would never go back.
Went into restaurant, freezing cold, and my table, along with another table, complained. The waitress, being polite, turned the overhead fan off. The manager immediately started to turn it back on. When I complained to the manager, her attitude was basically, tough, nothing we can do about it, has to be on. Food taste, not a clue, we left. Wait staff, excellent atmosphere, great. The manager couldn't care less about customer needs, didn't even try to offer accommodation, 1 star.
UK has been a favorite restaurant spot for us for years. For that reason, our most recent visit was extremely disappointing. I hate these people who are just like, but this one time.
Yes, thank you. That is my biggest pet peeve, but go on.
We spent over $90 on food for small portions and overcooked meat. We left our dinner hungry and proceeded to head down the road to Willie Taco. What used to be a unique burger spot in Greenville is now just now just serving typical bar food. You spent $90 on a dinner and then went out again right afterwards? What are these high rollers doing here? I would just go home.
Also, I will point out, it is bar food. Like, it is a bar burger joint.
It is literally, that's exactly what it is. But, so, going back to it, my biggest thing is I don't understand people who are like, I've come to this place for years. I order from here every month, or I eat here all the time. But the one time,
comparatively, we used to go there. Did you used to go there a lot when we were? So Alchemy used to be our practice space used to be over on Chick Springs,
right?
So we used to go to Universal Joint for our after hours pretty frequently.
I would go somewhere like when they first opened up. I think it was like once a month because I genuinely like their wings. Their burgers are okay, and then I think I told the infamous story about their brisket nachos in another episode. So it's fitting for this episode, obviously, where I went there first thing in the morning on a Sunday brunch, and we ordered the brisket nachos. And then halfway through the meal, like I was like, "There's no meat in this thing." The waiter comes over, he's like, "Oh, so hey guys, so I'm so sorry about that. So the cook, he had like this rager or something the night before, and he came in like super tired. He hasn't had his coffee yet. You know what I'm saying, right? And hey, look, keep that plate. We're gonna get you another plate, and you just keep that too, man. I'm so sorry about that." Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the back, the guy's just like,
positive.
"Oh no!" He's just like passed out on like a potato sack. Like,
"Oh no. I'm so hungover
right now. Why is the meat in my hand? Oh no!
Oh no! My hand's the meat." This guy's real hungover.
Oh, they're tater tots, guys.
They really do have the best tater tots in town.
Love them. Tater tots.
Oh my God, we got a shout out to somebody we know. 1-star review though. I'll start by saying the food was good and our server Mary was great. Shout out Mary. The management, on the other hand, is downright rude, not
Damn it.
helpful, and appears to care less about your dining experience. The manager actually came and asked us to take our baby out of a high chair for another customer. The baby was finished eating, but the parents were not. Two of the families in our party ordered a side of mandarin oranges. When the bill came and we realized a side of oranges was $5 when a kid's meal is only $6, we asked to speak with the manager about it, and she informed us that the cost of their labor to open a can of oranges? She told our party many times, this is the price and there is nothing I can do about it. We all found it strange that as a manager, there was nothing she could do. She had a poor and dismissive attitude, not what I would expect from a manager of my establishment. Cool.
The dog lady from the from Girl Marks strikes again.
Oh shit. Same lady?
Same lady.
Hang on,
Oh,
hang on, I don't
did
wanna- I
you
don't
double
wanna-
checked?
I don't want to pause you, but the idea and imagery of a manager having to go over to another table saying, is your baby done? Because that baby needs that baby chair. I know this is weird. I know. Trust me. I came over thinking, I mean, what am I gonna say? Right? I'm like practicing this speech coming over here. Okay, I'm gonna walk away. You guys let me know.
You know, maybe we're learning something from the one stars. There might be one manager at this place that we need to keep an eye on.
Dog lady strikes again.
Yeah, let's hear the dog lady. Grill Mark's dog lady.
I called to see if dogs were allowed on the front porch. Wait, no, I have to do her voice again.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
Sorry.
do it.
Excuse me.
You got it. Get in the
I
character.
called to see if dogs were allowed on the front porch, which I was glad to find out they were, but the person who answered the phone didn't identify herself or that I had reached Universal Joint. I had to ask to make sure that they got the right number, and then I came for my first time and sat on the front porch with my dog for 20 minutes, and no one noticed or checked out there, even though my dog was barking. Oh man, lady, you might not have a dog you can take out in public. Because I had my dog with me, I couldn't go in to get anyone, so I just left without never having any service or anything. Disappointed. I've heard good things, but not sure I want to return. Okay, guys, I feel like this whole thing makes me sound like a dog hater. I love dogs. I think they're just fuzzy and like they love you.
You really don't have to sell us on why dogs are great.
I mean, like, dogs are great, but just like I think that you should be self-aware as an owner on like whether or not you have the kind of dog that you can take places. Not all dogs are
Going to heaven.
Not
Oh
all.
my God, I was thinking the exact same thing as you said.
Oh no, Lauren's looking at me so sad. I'm so sorry.
It's a sad movie. I feel triggered.
There's two of them.
There is not. There is one. That second one is dead to me. That second one is not good.
Yeah, this
That
lady
one
sounds
didn't
like
go
she has a
down.
rude dog.
Oh my god. Hey,
Aw.
real what? Never mind. I'm gonna maybe look at some of her other reviews.
You gotta find her.
Okay, this is a review from 7 months ago. Which, for context, it's late January now. We're right at the tail end of January, so this would be like June, July. So right during the summer peak of COVID. Came here from the bowling alley across the parking lot. Walked in at 11:15. Was told they are closed. Need to change hours if they don't stay open till 12 a.m.
Maybe they had a COVID scare, dude.
Honestly, not unlikely.
Yeah.
Have every other restaurant was having COVID scares last summer.
Oh, yeah. This is probably my new worst restaurant. I love that this guy has a ranking. Tried it once and won't go back. Had a bad experience with the food, which made me ill. Waitress/bartender with dark hair and glasses needs an attitude adjustment. No value. Very displeased with the entire evening. And whoever thought of the lack of parking for their customers has to be a flake, inconsiderate to say the least. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with the place, if you looked at it, yeah, the parking seems really weird because, again, it was an old maintenance gas station or whatever back in the day. And if you look at it, it's like, okay, there's a patio, there's a big garage door. Oh, the left side of the parking lot is actually not their parking. It's the building to the left of it. And they've also converted some of the parking into patio seating additionally because of COVID. Oh, there's a parking lot to the right side, but there's like 3 spaces and it's super sloped and dangerous kind of to park on. So the trick is there's a parking lot right across the street, folks. It's behind the State Farm building. It's pretty open in public. And also there's a salon that closed down. You can park over there. And
there's
it's
a
right,
and there's a crosswalk.
it's a crosswalk right there. It's not that hard. Just use some common sense. But I can understand if you didn't know we'll forgive you. Anyway, that's the story of parking.
What a good, what a crazy story, Mark. Sorry.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Sorry.
Hello, doggy. I would love to be able to leave a review on how good the food is. However, the second time in a row, a waitress cleaned off the table for the 6 of us, and then the host sat a party of 2 at the table. So they didn't eat there. I get it. And then they were like, wait a minute. What? What's going on?
I have a confusing one. It's short, sweet, and I'm missing context. They let one of their employees win a raffle that required a significant buy-in. Ridiculous.
What?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
What was the raffle? What were they winning? What was it for? Was there an event? Was there a cause? No other thing. Hold on. Let me see if this person has other reviews. Maybe I can glean something from something else here. 96 National Historic Park. Okay, well, cool, neat. Nope. Absolutely no context here. I have no idea what the raffle was for.
Oh, service terrible, food mediocre, can be loud, tough to park.
I'm reading the one, Larry, you just read, and I don't what?
There is no context. Here's another 1 star.
It's too bad from 2 years ago, because I would, if it was like recent, I would call up like, you have raffles?
Yeah, what was the raffle for? We should ask Mary. Maybe Mary would know. Pretty decent food for a pub. The very rude staff must come from a generation where their parents didn't teach them manners. Been a long time patrons since they opened their doors. Even held several business meetings there. Consistently rude, but good food. Well, if the food's good, give them a 3-star review. Come on.
No, it's either all or nothing.
This lady was mean. Parking is awful. Host stuttered when I said it was just for me.
Wait,
I don't even understand what that means. I asked if there was seating at the bar to stay out of the way, and he shuddered as if he didn't want to tell me they couldn't accommodate. Never mind.
Shuddered?
Stuttered.
Oh, stuttered.
So she was like, hate on this whole place because the host stuttered at her? And also, okay, okay, can you give a place 1 star for having bad parking? So the parking lot is like across the street, and it's you do have to cross the street in order to get to the parking lot.
You have to cross stone, yeah.
You have to cross stone. It's on stone. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like you're now in downtown Greenville pretty much. I don't see anyone giving nosedive 1-star reviews for having bad parking, even though like it's downtown and it's tough to park when you're downtown. So like that just I don't know.
I mean legally, yes, of course they can give a 1-star review.
They can do whatever they want, but I just find it a very unfair.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
this
it's not
one's
that bad. Like get over yourself.
This one's the same one. This one says forced to park across the street at Bo Steagall Salon. Quite sad.
Illusion.
Quite sad if you ask me. Food was okay. Nothing to complain about. But yes, 1 star for parking.
How dare they not build a parking garage for my convenience?
And this is actually funny. This is a comment by someone at Universal Joint. Max. Sorry, I don't mean to read people's names out loud, but that was the very first thing. Max, you were not forced to park at the salon. It just happens to be one of our neighborhood partners that has been sharing a parking agreement with. Certain neighborhood streets around us are reserved for residents, and those streets only for businesses parking together. The salon lot is directly across the street from us, no more than 50, 70 feet of walk. Glad you enjoyed your food, but can't understand why we shared a parking option that is such a burden. It's very common these days in urban environments. All that is true.
Yeah. No, completely fair. Oh, tacos smell really bad. Service slow.
Why does that sound like a review my mom would leave? Tacos smell bad. Like, oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
So, man, I switch over to Yelp, and I'm already none of these 1 stars are very fun, and I'm already out of 1 stars. It's not very many.
That was the last 1 star. Was the tacos smell really bad one?
So yeah, that can just leave us to say, like, guys, Universal Joint, it's a small place. It's locally owned. It may not be professional at all times, according to the reviews we're seeing and the stories that I've told.
That might be the thing that we're seeing. Is like, sometimes the service is like, they're fun. They're well intentioned.
Yeah, but I mean, are they accommodating for the most part? Unless you have a baby, and they only have one baby chair
Right.
apparently.
And only one can of Mandarin oranges. Listen, we're down to the last one. It's $5 or nothing.
But I've been there for like lunch by myself at the bar. I've met friends there before. I think the three of us have had several occasions where we've had like a group of people at a big long table.
Oh, yeah.
Every single time we've all gone there. I mean, it's been very accommodating. The outside is really nice. They have greeneries out there, and you really can't really even hear or pay attention to the traffic noise on Stone right there anyway. It's a nice ambiance, and it's on the edge of downtown, so it's not like right in the middle of it. And again, yes, you park across the street, but again, if you go to any city like ours, like Nosedive and all the rest, Grill Marks, you park a couple. Like when I go to Nosedive, I park a block away in Richardson parking garage and I walk. But I don't bitch and complain and blame Nosedive for that. Or if I go to like a major city like Chicago, New York, it's the same thing. You park somewhere and you walk.
Lauren, you went to Charleston. I mean, you're used to like you just park where the frick you can.
Yeah, and then you walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you walk on those. What's that kind of road? It's like the gravelly. What's
Cobblestones?
Cobblestones, yeah, right. We don't have cobblestones, right, folks? Stop complaining.
Yeah,
it could be
nice
worse.
sidewalks.
And we don't
way
have-
worse.
And we don't have hurricanes. Yeah, it could be worse.
No, we just have wind, hailstorms occasionally.
Oh, guys, I'm looking at their menu and I really want a burger now.
We've been talking. Yeah,
The burgers are really good. The tots we've talked to death. The wings are really good. I've had quesadillas there before, and those were
yeah.
surprisingly really good there too as well.
This place has like a pimento cheeseburger that is like it's like pimento cheese and a bunch of
You miss pimento cheese right now, don't you?
pickled jalapenos and stuff, and like it will wreck my night, but
Yeah.
it is delicious going down.
All right.
Yeah.
There's a
Just
place.
heartburn, just a lot of heartburn.
There's a place I need to review sometime. It's called Tom's Barbecue. It's on Woodruff Road, and they have a new menu item I saw. It is like nachos, briskets with candied jalapenos.
Ooh.
It's right near GE. So if you're actually, that's not too far from your
It's
office.
not too far from my office. That's actually
Yeah.
really close to my office.
It's right where the Fuddruckers is. There's that shopping center.
Oh.
It's right behind the Fuddruckers.
Yeah, no, that's incredibly close to my
Yeah,
office.
Tom's Barbecue. So
Ooh, that's actually like equidistant between both of our offices.
There you go.
for lunch.
I'm not eating something that has candied jalapenos on it at lunch at work. I don't need to do that to my coworkers.
Oh my god, that's like that time I accidentally. We need to do Bacon Brothers as well at some
Oh,
point.
yeah,
We took an interviewee to Bacon Brothers with a bunch of coworkers, and that was a mistake for lunch. There are places you don't go for lunch.
they actually Bacon Brothers. They have a meat platter contest. They just started, I think, last month, and it's very tempting. It's like $100, or like you get it if you eat the whole thing.
Sounds like
apparently.
a good lunch, to have with coworkers, and then go back to the office and just be like, oh.
I've done one meat
Meat
challenge
sweats.
ever in my life, and that is the one I will never do again.
afternoon meat sweats.
It was actually a Tuesday night. Me and my friend Paul Pappy, we went to Sushi Yama TR. That's right down the street from here, and it's a Japanese steakhouse sushi, the best sushi around here. And they had, particularly this month in June or July, I think it was July, a like tomahawk 60-ounce something T-bone steak that you had to eat with a bowl of rice and a bowl of broccoli, and you had 1 hour to eat it, and then you got a T-shirt, and the meal is free. Or if you failed, obviously you pay for the whole thing. That's like $100. I did it with like 5 minutes to spare. By the way, I had to take 2 dumps in between this, which
Stop.
wasn't against the rules.
Stop.
But my friend that went with me, he set not just a restaurant record, I'm pretty sure it's got to be a world record, in 13 minutes.
Wait, what did you wait?
A 60-ounce, like big-ass tomahawk steak,
Oh
a
man.
bowl of broccoli,
I could do
and a bowl of rice.
I could do it.
No, you couldn't.
I can do it.
Your wife
Lauren,
is looking you
I can-
straight in the eyes.
Lauren,
No.
I can do it.
I'm just like trying to think of a situation where you could do it. Okay.
Lauren,
Yeah.
I
No,
could
it's
do it.
Friday.
After a Spartan race.
No. It's Friday. You forgot to pack your afternoon snack. You get home. You don't eat a snack. You don't even eat a Lara bar. You go on a run.
I
you
love
come
this
back,
story.
And then
And then I'm
you're
just like, I'm dying because this is how I am when my blood sugar crashes.
yeah, when your blood sugar crashes, the world is over.
Because it is.
And so, like, and I don't take anything seriously that you say, like, when you have low blood sugar, because it's just like, it's really just the hangry
You
monster
hangry.
inside. And then in that moment, I think that you could probably get through all the broccoli, all the rice, and half the steak, and then you'd let out like one wet burp, and then it would be over.
Lauren,
She's been you so good.
I can do it.
You're just gonna do it for the hell of it. You're gonna call the restaurant like, hey.
I would honestly, if
Without
Lauren
the
was with
pre-work
me,
water.
if Lauren was with me and she looked at me and was like, "You full?" I'd be like, "No, no, fuck you. You don't know me.
I gotta go take a dump.
You've only been married to me for years.
I'm
You don't know
honestly-
me."
I'm impressed that you did take 2 dumps.
My stomach hurts so bad. And I'll tell you this, they gave me the t-shirt, they gave me the pat in the back. I got like a little cup of green tea to help my digestive system, but when I got home, we ate at 6 o'clock. I got home at 7:05, something like that.
Oh, I remember this.
I fell asleep. I think I told you this the next
you
day.
told me, you were like, I've been asleep for like 20 hours.
It was like a fucking bear hibernating. My wife thought I was like dead. And then like I didn't wake up until like 8:30 the next day.
And your bed just smelled like it was salt. Just like sweat it out.
Meat sweats is a real thing, and I found out the hard way.
I don't think I've ever gotten the meat sweats.
You would if you ate this thing.
I like meat too. Like I'm sure there was a point in my life that I accidentally ate too much meat.
And I
in a
did,
meal.
and I did the bad thing. I ate all the meat first, and then I tried.
That feels like the smart way to
I
do
thought it was, but you know, when you're so full, and then you got to put the carbs
it.
in.
The rice has got to be last. You cannot. You will fill up on the rice.
I mean,
if
you have to
don't,
eat
if
it
you do
all.
it first. But if you do it first, then you won't be able to shovel everything else down.
I'll
I
tell you.
like to eat things like together. Larry likes to eat things like one thing on his plate at a time. I don't know.
Compartmentalize.
That's not true.
It's 100%.
I do bits and bits. I do bits and bites of other things, but I do like
You and Bart,
focus.
you both do it. You and your brother both do it.
Wait,
It's
methodical,
Do you-
Lauren.
methodical.
I
You
gotta ask
pick a
this.
thing.
My wife does this. Do you do this? Do you, if something had a sauce on it in the restaurant, do you get it on the side?
Wait, what? What do you mean?
So like,
Depends.
let's say like there's some kind of steak, and there's like an au jus sauce that's supposed to be on there. Whatever dish,
Oh.
chicken, whatever.
If the place serves it on the side, I will eat it on the side. If they usually serve it on it, I'll eat it on it.
Okay, no, Lindsay does this thing. She has to have it on the side.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it's like a trust issue, but I was just curious.
No, I'm not picky like that.
She's gonna stab me in my sleep when she hears this, but whatever, she does it anyway.
It depends for me on that. It depends on the sauce. It depends on like, so if I'm going to a place where I know that they're not going to serve the the salad separately on a different plate than the rest of the food, then maybe I will ask for the dressing on the side because especially if I'm getting like a balsamic and I don't want my whole meal to taste like balsamic and it like drains on the bottom of the plate and infects the rest of your
I
food.
think we just said in the last episode that I trust restaurants enough to like not check the bag before I leave the place. Of course I'm going to take what they offer me. I'm like, yeah, all right, the sauce is on it. Cool, whatever. I don't know, the bread's a little bit soaked. Well, c'est la vie.
I mean, okay, so there's one thing that you can't check, which is I would say like when we go to Five Guys and we get like lettuce wrap burgers when we do Whole30,
Yeah,
like
you can't check it.
you can't.
If you
unwrap
open that, it's open.
It's gone.
It's open. It's happening. You're gonna be.
You're eating
it.
that in your car now, like a fucking animal.
Oh my god, it's gonna drip and goop everywhere on you.
Lettuce burger in my driver's seat of my car. Oh no, my hands are too greasy for the steering wheel.
And that's when I regret not having leather seats.
On that note,
check out Universal Joint on Stone Avenue. It's across now from like a crap load of stuff that was not there 12 something years ago when they first opened. There's now a new Harris Teeter. There's a new venue next door, the Stone Pin Alley.
there's a florist across the street.
A florist and a State Farm right across you, which you can park at right there behind their building or across from Bo
There's
Steagle's
an
lawn.
escape room over there too.
Greenville escape artists as well. Yeah, there's a lot of fun things in Greenville that you can check out. So give us a like, give us a 5-star review, give us a subscribe wherever you listen to our voices on right now, whether it be Apple, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all the rest. We are already on all the things there. Give us a shout out. Also on Audible, surprisingly. So if you want to take a break in between your other audiobooks and listen to us be obscure with Greenville references, by all means, do that, and we would love you for it. This has been 1-Star Reviews, Universal Joint. Check that out.
Get to-